The press to handstand is one of the more challenging skills for calisthenics beginners. And there are usually some common mistakes that people run into. One of them is the spinal articulation, meaning how you stack your joints and your spine on top of each other to roll up into a nice handstand. So that's why I'm here together with Dani today. She's going to help me explain 5 major drills that will help you transform your press to handstand. So first exercise you can do is lying down on a foam roller, but you actually place the foam roller underneath your hips. Then ideally you can hold on to something. It can be a wall or also a pole like this, so your hip can be up in the air. You're going to lift your legs, get them into a straddle position, so it's more like in the handstand. And then you work on just tilting your hips. So you want to be able to like squeeze your abs, tilt the hips into posterior tilt, and then you can turn around anterior tilt. Yes, just like try to get this movement of like really feeling how your abs are working here to curl the hips and then uncurl again. Yes, there you go. You could technically also do it all the way, so you can curl the hips and then pull the legs even lower so it even more mimics the motion of a press handstand. But be aware that you can really tell until which part it's actually your hips and your spine moving and not your legs, because they might be flexible going through the motion. So you want to really differentiate between the hip movement and then the legs following the motion.
All right, the next drill we're going to go over is the straddle Jefferson curl. I like a straddle just because it's a bit more specific to what your handstand press is. So Caroline's going to be on a box like she is now. She's going to grab her weight. The main thing with this is we are looking to segment every single part of our spine. So move slowly. My recommendation is to do this with low reps so you can just focus on being patient. So Caroline started with tucking her chin in. She's thought about inching each part of the spine, rounding down all the way. Curling, curling, curling. At the bottom here, we're going to add a little bit extra. Caroline's going to think about pushing her shoulders up to her ears. She's also going to think about using the core to press her upper body into the quads, and she's going to engage her hip flexors to think about pressing the quads into the upper body. So it's a very active movement. We're not passive here. On the roll up, she's going to start with the lower part of her spine. Everything else is curved here. She's curling up, up, up. And again, she's maintaining the tension in the quads, the core, and the shoulders as well. Nice and slow.
Next up, you take a box. It can also be a table, of course, if you're practicing at home. And you want to place your hands on the floor, feet on the box. And now we're going to practice the actual hip tilt while in a close to handstand position. So you can take your legs into a tiny straddle position. You can also bend them for this one, depending on your flexibility. If you're very tight in your hamstrings, you might want to use a higher box. But from here, you're going to try to find the same momentum as before on the foam roller and try to curl your hips and then uncurl again to get towards the handstand position and a stack from hands over shoulders to hips. You can do a few reps here. You can pull in your knees towards your chest, really curl, 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 and then work your way back up again and be like really conscious of the movement in your spine. So you want to really curl, though you can take this as low as you want. You could also lift off one foot, take it all the way down.
Like this?
Yes. And then uncurl, keep pushing from the shoulders and really focus on the articulation on your spine here. Anything else to add?
This is just really hard.
Yeah, If you like this video, make sure you also check out the video we're going to post on Dani's channel, because there we're going to explain how you can strengthen your shoulders to be super strong as well for the press to handstand.
Next, we're going to go over the lying press to handstand. The reason why I like this particular drill is that you get to practice the activations throughout the entire body, so it's also a good warm-up drill too. What we're going to do is Caroline's going to have her hands on a wall or a box. She's going to have her hands in a straight arm position, and just like our normal press, the shoulders are squeezing up to the ears. Lots of tension through here. From here, she's going to practice the movement of opening up through the legs, and then she's going to practice curling through the spine, just like we've been practicing, and understanding this compressed position. All the while, she's still really pressing the box up and away from her. And then she's going to do the opposite on the way down, practicing that spinal articulation of curling, understanding the hip movement, and then back to the straight arm position. This should feel quite hard because we are focusing a lot on the spine articulation, whole point of this video, as well as making sure that we're still pressing the crap out of this box. Very nice.
Lastly, we're going to do handstands at the wall to really focus on the hip movement while you're already in a handstand. So this is the closest one to the actual press handstand and one of my favorite drills. So Dani's going to get up into a handstand, making sure she keeps some room for her straddle. So depending on how flexible you are, you might want to move closer or further away from the wall. From here, she's going to open her legs to the straddle position. And then she can practice particularly, again, the tilting of the hips. So for some, it might feel a little bit like twerking. This is the kind of motion you want to do, but it's slow. So you want to curl your hips. Make sure you also pull your ribs in at this point and really feel how you can engage your core to lower the legs and roll the spine. And then from there, she can go back up again. So this you can take as low as your strength allows you to. So you can do this as a range of motion press, or you also go all the way down. But first, I would always recommend just bringing the feet as low as possible until you're strong enough to pull back up again. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, this is a really challenging one. Go all the way down on the next one. So you can do the full negative press here as well, and it forces you into a really, really clean press position.
I'm
nice.
Sweating.
Is it difficult?
It's very hard. You have to push so much.
Yeah, you did quite a couple reps. So for this one, I recommend not doing too many reps in one set, more like one super clean one, so you can really feel the whole engagement throughout the movement. Then go back up again and maybe add a negative one.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a slow, nice rep. Let's do that.
Let's get it. Yes. Okay, yes. So you start going to the straddle position, then you tuck your hips, pull in those ribs, pull the thighs into your upper body while keep pushing from the shoulders. So you can come down in a nice and controlled way like Dani just did. Good job! So these are the main drills we recommend you to practice for your press to handstand. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comments below and tune in for future videos.